Hi, it's Jen Thompson and I'm back for part 3 of my series on getting rid of belly bloat. We don't want to have extra weight around our bellies and really it makes us maybe feel a little more self-conscious. So through all these different tips that I'm sharing with you, I hope that you're finding things that will help you get rid of this area and feel more confident. In the first part of this series, I talked about exercise, I talked about posture, and really how to make these muscles in your waistline come together and be stronger instead of working them the wrong way and possibly making things worse. And then in part 2, we discuss nutrition. And nutrition, gosh, there's so many things that we can really work on. I focused on detoxing, I focused on portion control, finding the right types of foods, maybe which ones to stay away from a little bit more, and just really strategizing through good nutritional choices. Now I get to talk about the final method that I think might be maybe the first thing that you should be focusing on. It's called journaling. Journaling really is the key to success. I totally believe in it, and when I'm doing it, I am the most successful. Okay, when I fall off of it for a while, I notice slipping into different patterns that aren't so great for me. So let's talk about journaling. Research really says that 10 times more likely to reach your goals if you journal. You're 10 times more likely. So you write down the things that you plan to do or your goals, will most likely reach them if you're writing them down. Now, another really cool research study that I just read was they tested 1,000 people. They wanted them journaling in one way or another. So part of the group was to journal 4 of the 7 days of the week. Okay? The other part was journaling just 1 day a week. And after 6 months of watching them, experiencing them, what results they were having, they noticed that the group that was journaling more lost 50% more weight than the other group. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good proof that journaling has a big part of our success. So when we talk about journaling, it's not just writing down things here and there. Journaling should be very detailed, really going through all of your daily events that's going on that could affect your results. So if weight loss is your reason for journaling, we need to know a lot about what you're doing. All right, you need to find the journal that works best for you. Okay, so I like the paper and pen method. Call me old school. Some other people might like the app version. And actually, this journal that I have in front of me, if you like what you're seeing after I talk about it, it is also on app form. So it works both ways. But you need to find something that works with your personality and what you will actually do. Because remember what I said in the research, it only works if you do it consistently. So let's get down into the details of what I would like to see on journals when I'm working with somebody for successful journaling. On this one in particular, it has a lot of great details. So that's what I really love about it. So of course we're going to start with the date. We want to keep track of how long we've been doing this. And then we'll be able to measure our successes. You know, how much weight did you lose, how many measurements are down, that sort of thing. Every day it asks for your weight in this journal. Do I like that as a health coach? I do. I do like that they're asking you that every day. You might not like to step on the scale every day, but I think it's very educational. It shouldn't be that it tears you down every day whenever you step on it. It should be that you get to learn why it's going up or why it's going down. Okay, so don't be afraid of the scale, but also don't let it define you, because it truly is just a number, but we all want to lose weight and be at a correct weight for ourselves, right? So in this journal, you'll also be able to track how much you've lost along the way. I like that feature. It asks me how much I've slept that night. Tracking your hours of sleep can lead to good success as well in weight loss. When we're sleeping, we're actually repairing and gaining some more energy for the next day. So if you are a poor sleeper or you don't get a lot of sleep, you might actually see the scale go up because of the way our body is now functioning on little repair. Okay? Next is asking for all of the different water that I'm taking in and counting that out throughout the day. Very important. You want at least half your body weight in ounces of water to be healthier. Okay? Current mindset. What is my current mindset each day? How do I approach the day? Is it in a positive way or is it in a negative way? Is there something in my day that I'm dreading? I'm going to write it down because hopefully it'll be a learning process along the way. Next comes breakfast. Okay, this is where the detail comes in. Write out portion. Write out, what did I put on my eggs? What am I eating in detail? As much information as you can write down, and write out what time you're doing that. Next is lunch, same thing. Snacks throughout the day, if you're snacking, write down the time that you're doing it and the portion of what you're eating, and then dinner. Now, for me, I suggest dinner and done. Be done with all the food journaling after that, but then you can still start working on the emotional side of journaling. What was it that you did for you? It has that right here. It asks me the question, me time. What did I do for myself? As a busy mom, I sometimes put myself aside. So I like that that's here so that I can really zone in on things that I enjoy doing and things that will help me grow as a person. Next was the exercise question. We know we need to move our bodies. So what did you do that day? Was it weight training? Was it cardio? How much of it? And did you enjoy it? I think you should write that. Write your emotion about your exercise. Exercise shouldn't be this burden of a part of your day. It should be something you enjoy. And hopefully there'll be some sort of activity out there that you don't mind doing. And that can be your activity for the day. So now the last question on this book, actually there's 2 questions left. The last of the 2 is why today was great. What made that day so wonderful for you? Write it down, because again, when you're having a bad day, you can look back and see some of the things that kind of perked you up. Maybe exercise gave you more energy and now you're feeling better after whatever had happened earlier in the day. And then the very last question is something that sometimes we don't want to talk about, but it's very beneficial to our body to do every day, and that is, did you go to the bathroom today? Having a good healthy digestion definitely will lead to better weight loss. So write it down and make sure you are being on a regular basis most days, okay? Now, one other tip about the journaling, which will lead to probably more success, is if you know exactly what's in your foods. So when you're really getting into detail and starting your journaling process and you want to see good success, I would eat at home. I would cook your own meals for a while at least, and then when you're ready and you feel like you're on the right track with eating and portion, then adventure out to dining out, but you know exactly what's in your food when you cook it yourself. So your journal will be a lot more detailed. Now, will eventually you be able to go out to eat and stay on track? Yes. Because if you're writing down your emotions, you will be more connected to the foods that you're eating and understand why you need to reach for certain things and why you were reaching for some of the junky things before. So I hope all these tips helped you today, and the more detail that you can put into your journal, the more helpful it is for yourself in your education process. But also if you share it with a coach like myself, I can see more detail in it and understand maybe some of the things that could change in your eatings to make you have better results. So if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so that my videos come right to you fast every time that I make a new one, which is weekly. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.